Yeah. Here we go.
Hello there.
Here we go.
Oh, that's right, baby. We are back on a very special Saturday.
That's right.
Don't miss your shot, man.
Oh, hey, sorry. Didn't realize you guys were
Of course you didn't.
there.
Listen, I'm not surprised that you weren't sure because you didn't notice us because it's not like you don't have a lot going on right now, Curtis.
Busy week. This is the start.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. First, let's check in with all the homies.
What up, homies?
What's up, Enrique? What's going on the West Coast? West Side. I guess that's what's going on.
Big ups, Rob Zamora, California. Here we go.
Rygon, what's going on the East Coast, man?
Pretty good. Had a bit of a day. I had got to meet up with Dylan for lunch. Legends Collector 1321. And then I got to
boom, enabled.
Yeah.
Got to hang out with the
Showed up
Orkin.
again.
Yeah, man. Get to hang out with some great people. Now I get to hang out with more great people.
That's right.
So who else were you all hanging out with?
Just Steph and Dave. Oh, and I guess Amber, but whatever.
What were you guys getting up to, if I can ask? What was going on?
Just opening figs, posing some stuff up. Got to mess with a skeleton finally, man. They are sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
Can you believe I haven't opened any yet? I think I'm going to open this today.
Not surprised at all.
Because I haven't gotten mine yet.
I mean, I would just like to keep it like this. I mean, come on. So, but Curtis, how has your Saturday been so far, my man?
It's been excellent. Yeah. Went to the store, had a nice family meal, and just got ready, man. Ready to run this thing.
You're gonna run this town tonight?
Yep.
Let's go.
My whole life has been I've been living it up to this moment. This is the moment. So
Glad you started it here, brother.
Yep.
Real quick, you guys had a cool off-world episode last night. I was enjoying. You guys were doing the four of you each had your, correct me if I'm wrong here, you guys each had like your top 5 TV theme song. Like,
yes,
essentially anything like regular adult, not daytime cartoon, anything else was fair game, right?
Yep.
And your number 1 was Highlander, right?
My number 1 was Highlander, but it got thrown in at number 4 because Dooch doesn't know how to read. So
there were some cool ones on there though. So I recommend anybody that likes having a good time, check out Off-World. Check out last night's episode of Off-World. It was pretty cool. Each of the guys were given their top 5 favorite theme songs and playing clips from them, which is very much taking a risk, which I was impressed by.
I thought it was going to get taken down, but I think as of this morning, it was still up. So yeah, it's still there now. So
it's like you almost can't help but start to like play along with everybody too when you're throwing out like your guesses. So that was a cool episode. We got a bunch of people in the chat already, guys. You guys want to see what's going on here?
Sure.
We got Van Johnson in the house. I'm here to spectate. Sadly, I can't run the gauntlet with Lavi. I have a note from Dr. Brent excusing me. We're going to get to that in just a second. First item of business to talk about is this gauntlet. So people, stay tuned in just a couple of minutes after we say hello to cool people like Dave Orkin.
Big Dave.
Kirby's in the house representing Gob Hollow and the Malignancy. 1-6 Shooter in the house.
Yo.
Bill from the Door Player saying hello to all the collectors. Sorry, I'm working with a different mouse.
What
and
up,
I have
Bill?
to scroll in exactly the opposite direction. Wholesome Warlock. Jordan in the house.
What up, dude?
Slink in the house. Thomas Belay's in the house. Tom and I've noticed a lot this week that we end up in the same chats of all of the same live streams. Me and Thomas do. So the Kindred Spirits there. Speaking of Kindred Spirits, what's up, Darla? Is Darla with you now, Curtis?
She is across the room waving.
Okay, so
what's up, Darla?
Darla, we're relying on you to keep Curtis in line. Okay, make sure to keep him in check. Make sure he doesn't fly off the handle, anything like that.
She's here to do my makeup, like in between sets.
That's right.
Amber's in the house. Tanya McCoy is in the house. Rob Zamora, like we said before, from the West Coast. What's going on?
My Wonka bro.
Carver Customs.
What up?
What up?
Steph is in the house. Hey, chicken.
What up, Steph?
Bark, 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 bark. Anthony House Seal in the house. Juan is in the house. Jay is in the house. Boots is in the house. Boots. Eric Miller is in the house.
EM, baby.
I don't know. Did you see this? I don't know if you saw this. Eric Miller's podcast with his group of the coolest dudes you'll ever meet. They've got a pre-order up right now. A pre-order for Mythic Enablers t-shirts made by Wolf King Customs. So check that out, guys. The shirts look really good. Speaking from experience, Wolf King does nothing but dope shirts. So check it out. Look at this. Jay, my brother-in-law in the house. What's going on, man?
What up?
How's Jen feeling? I hope she's doing okay. Yeah, so here we are, man. We are back better than ever. And hold on 1 second here. All right, let's kick things off. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a giveaway too.
Ooh, nice.
And the giveaway a little bit later, just so everybody knows, in honor of something else we're gonna get to. David Williams, his very own custom, being now brought into the Cosmic Legions line as a exclusive tribute, whatever you want to call it. We're going to give away, not that. We're going to give away a Motu Origins Buzz Off in honor of David Williams's Buzz Off. So later on, stay tuned. We're going to give that bad boy away.
It's a cool figure. It's one of the only Origins I bought.
It's a very cool figure.
Yeah.
That and the Masterverse is really cool too. All right. So first order of business is, I've mentioned a couple of times, this Gauntlet. Okay. And to bring everybody in, this is what I'm talking about. So Curtis Ackerman himself is running the Mythic Gauntlet starting right now. We are first up. Curtis, will you please enlighten us a little bit as to what's going on here with this crazy thing you're doing over the next week?
So it's kind of something that came up on Purple Gang Gang. I think it's been about 2 months ago now, where they were saying it would be cool if somehow I could make it on a YouTube show every day of the week and just run the Gauntlet. So it was kind of this idea that's been hanging out there. A couple was about 2-3 weeks ago. We thought Ryan was going to run it there for a second. We were pushing. He had like 3 or 4 days in a row. And so it's just kind of an idea that's been out there. The one day that's really hard to nail down is Wednesday. Because it's really, Jeremy's show, you got Forest Horsemen o'clock. So it's not one that's real easy to get on. But Jeremy asked me to be on this upcoming Wednesday. And as soon as I got that Wednesday, I was like, okay, we got to make the rest of the week happen. So started making some phone calls, started talking to some people, and it all just came together. So the list that you've got up there now is the current Gauntlet. But absolutely, if there are other shows out there that would like me to attend, it's not in one of these time slots that's on here, we'll try to make it happen. Trying to fill this schedule as much as possible. So.
Yeah, so just to lay it out there for everybody. So it starts today, and you're pulling double duty today and tomorrow. So today, we are the opening act. We kick it off here. We light the Olympic flame, as it were, with Saturday Day Live. Then later tonight, Code Lavi in his usual position for Purple Gang Gang Live.
Actually, different position. I'm actually the guest on Purple Gang Gang tonight. Yeah, I'm not backstage.
So I never know what that means. Hi, sweetie.
I have you some lemon posay.
Hop in. Hold on a second.
Hi.
So we're going to throw it up real quick. So this is Grayson. Say hi, Grayson.
Hi.
And what do we have here, Grayson?
Lemon posay, whatever you say.
And what is? Can you describe that for the people at home? What would you call it?
It's like a custard, and you put it in a lemon.
Is it lemon flavored?
Yes, we put in lemon juice and lemon zest.
And
My
so where did that
favorite.
come from? How did you get that?
So I put 2 cups of heavy cream, and then I put in 3/4 cup of sugar. Let it simmer for 3 minutes. Then I put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 5 tablespoons of lemon juice, and a pinch of lemon zest. And then I mixed it, let it set for 10 minutes, poured it in these lemons, and I put it in 2 other bowls, and we let it set for 3 hours.
Nice.
Wow.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Try
I'm
it.
very excited. Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Live. Ready? Live. That's freaking excellent.
Nice.
It is lemony, creamy deliciousness.
I'm
That's
gonna go
awesome. I'm jealous.
All right. Thank you, sweetie.
Bye.
That's really good, actually. All right. Sorry about that. Code
No
Laddie.
problem.
Don't
Cool,
be sorry,
sorry.
dude. That's
Very
awesome.
She's been excited about making this for a while, so we made these earlier today.
They look great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so sorry I can't share. But I'm sorry, Curtis. You were saying
good.
you're a guest tonight on Purple Gang
Yep.
Gang. Tell us about that.
So yeah, I'm actually a guest on the show, so it'll be Van and Jordan kind of interviewing me. I don't know that I'll be hitting any buttons. I'll just be there, answering questions and be a part of the show. So
Nice.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, of course, with Purple Gang Gang, you never really know what to expect.
for sure.
Sometimes there are guest stars,
Mhm.
and they are on the show in various forms. But, you know what? I can't possibly describe it. Just check it out. Purple Gang Gang every Saturday night at 9 p.m. It's just guys. There's no way to describe this show. You just
Kind
gotta
of like watching Mad TV back in the day.
It's like
yeah.
Mad TV and SNL dropped 7 hits of acid, ripped 4 bong hits, and drank a fifth of vodka, and then just turned the volume up.
And a Wegman store pick.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Very nice. So, all right. So today, Curtis starts off with SDL, then Purple Gang Gang Live. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Latin Legions.
Mhm.
And then, of course, his regular spot with Jesse tomorrow night, Shooting the Shelf. Is tomorrow night the one with Brett and Steph?
Yeah, Brett Stoddard and stuff working. We're going to be talking a lot about IshCon because those two, as well as Jesse, went. So I'll be jealous, and they'll be talking about how much fun they had. So.
Yeah. And then for the rest of the week, Monday night, you've got Allegiance Quest. Actually, Curtis, can you do me a favor and just tell us a little bit about that? Because that is an interesting thing I don't think a lot of people know about. And it's a Legions-related Dungeons and Dragons thing, right?
Yeah, it's a D&D campaign. We're going through D&D Beyond, which is 5th edition, and it's kind of set in a Mythic Legion world. Joe Gonzalez is our DM, so he's done a real good job of kind of setting the stage on where this is at and kind of incorporating some elements of mythos in it. And then you've got myself, Jesse, Arnold, Nate Strong, and Trevor Williams as the players. So we've been having a lot of fun. We're about 5 episodes in. We'll see what happens Monday night.
So that's pretty cool. So I have not seen it yet, but it's when I heard about it, I was like, this is like a really, really cool idea. So then you guys are literally just playing live on the stream. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we play and we tape it, and then it posts right afterwards. And it's also available in audio format. So there's a lot of people that like to listen on Spotify or whatever. So we've actually heard that several people say that they actually prefer it audio. Maybe they don't want to see our faces. I don't know.
I can't imagine that. All right, but then that's Monday. Tuesday, you got New to Mythics. That's with Gregory Schmerberberger, right?
Yep.
We got Mythic Conversations on Wednesday. Huge get. Hard to get a seat with Jeremy on there, but you've been on there before, right?
Yep. I mean, we're going to be talking all about Legions Con, kind of a preview show. So that should be a lot of fun.
Nice. And then Legions Cast with, I'm assuming Len will be there, Emil, possibly the Lord Stephen Busciotti, right?
My understanding is all 3 of them will be there. Yes. And they've got a very interesting show planned. So stay tuned because there's going to be some audience involvement.
Oh, really? So Thursday at 5 p.m. Legions Cast. Check that out.
Yep.
Was that last week or the week before? They did top 10 Mythic Legions. At one point, didn't they do like the top female figures, different things like that? So a lot of cool stuff going on there. Of course, Friday, your regular spot on Off-World, and then a couple of TBD slots. One with the Euro Legions boys at some point, and then also with the Legions ladies doing a essentially a new like a news segment, right?
Yeah, it'll be on their normal scheduled time, but they've got Corn Boy Thursday night. So I'll be jumping on, doing a news segment with them, and then taking off, and then they'll be with Corn Boy the rest of the time. So
Nice. Cool. All right.
Just one last thing. If you really wanted to complete this gauntlet on Sunday, you need to take a flight to Michigan and be in Travis Boyle's basement recording. Freaking my wife is gonna kill me. That would be like the fucking icing on the cake. You'd be like,
that would be cool.
All fucking shows.
Well, and I do want to point out, like, I'm not trying to leave anybody out there. So if anybody's not on that list and you've got a show and you would like me to attend, please hit me up. We'll make it work. So I do have some feelers out to a couple other shows. We'll see what they think, but yeah, that's the schedule as of today.
A few more people have, sorry,
Lynn told me that I need to retire after Friday, though. So it's going to be full gauntlet, retire.
Oh, you know what? I have a feeling that at the end of this, it's just going to pump you up a little bit more, because the running joke is that Curtis is on every show anyway. Now we're really testing the limits of that idea, the limits of that concept. What happens when Curtis is literally on every show for an entire week?
Hey, he said it. He's inevitable, man.
Well, yeah. Like J-Max says, some say need more cowbell. We prefer more Curtis.
That's right.
We'll see if you still say that at the end of the week.
Juan saw the custard recipe my daughter made. It's quite good. It was fun to make. Oh hell yeah! Little did I know. Ooh, Van says Hedgehog also will be a guest tonight, as well as Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh, that's a big
weird that you've never seen the two of us in the room at the same time.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, Deadpool's like the biggest movie in the world right now. So yeah, getting Ryan Reynolds on the show, that's a huge get.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm scrolling the wrong way again with my mouse. So has everybody here seen Deadpool? Everybody in the chat too?
Oh yeah, a couple times now.
Yes. Oh, you did? You saw it more than once?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go back and see it again. It's so good.
So much fun.
Rick Jones says Curtis is inedible. Can't confirm. Can't confirm. Yeah, I heard it's true that Curtis is going to go from running the gauntlet this week and then moving on to TED Talks, different things like that. Him and Anthony Robbins, that's his name, right? Are going to be going on tour. Tony Robbins, not Anthony.
Yeah.
Although I assume it's short for Anthony.
Probably.
Yeah. Juan says, are you guys aware of the D23 new trailers announcement? I saw some stuff from D23, but I honestly wasn't paying that much attention to it. We can try to check that out.
I did see they're doing like, what is it, pre-production stuff on Wolverine versus the Hulk. So that's very interesting. Yes.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're in talks right now, so we'll see. I mean, sometimes that stuff doesn't come to fruition, but I think that would be pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bill says that he saw a pic of Cassian from season 2 of Andor. I did hear about. I did hear that they were talking about season 2 of Andor, a wildly overrated show that everyone kind of agrees is overrated, right, Curtis?
I mean, I'm just hoping that season 2 of Andor comes after Rogue One. That's my hope. So,
yeah,
that way they're all dead.
Is Trevor still here? Anyway, just kidding. Yeah, I did hear there's a new season of Andor coming out. I never actually finished season 1, but I do plan on finishing it and giving it a a reasonable good faith shot, because so many of my friends whose opinions that I respect swear by it and say, nope, you got to finish the season and then come back and talk to me, because that's how good it is. Yep. Trevor says a Daredevil trailer looks great. Daredevil Born Again. I heard about that too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I need to check that out.
Len says I met Tony Robbins in an elevator once. And I don't think he's a hypnotist, but I mean, I didn't know he was a hypnotist. Yeah, Trevor, here we go right here. Trevor says
he's got power, man.
Best Star Wars since the original trilogy and Rogue One. We'll see. Yeah, I did see something about Toy Story 5. I'm not that super that big on it.
What if it was like Toy Story 5, like fast forwarded to like adult toy collecting? And so it was like Mythic Legions and Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe Classifieds coming to life.
I'm in. I'm at least watching at that point for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Andy's like a 30-year-old man living in his mom's basement, collecting freaking action figures, doing podcasts.
Absolutely.
I just don't know if I'm seeing that one get greenlit though. You know, here's the idea: adult toy collectors.
He's a customizer, so now he's partnered up with Sid next door, and they're breaking apart the figures and putting them back together in different ways.
And selling them at cons.
It was close enough in Toy Story 2 when they had the guy who was buying and selling old toys on their version of whatever eBay was. There was too much there that hit too close to home.
That was Chubsy, dude. That was freaking Chubsy. Tell me that wasn't Chubsy, dude. I was like, dude, I know that guy.
Jesse, our good buddy Jesse Arnold is in the house right now. Says Toy Story 5, that's 6 too many.
Wow. Ouch. By the way, he's going to be at JesseCon, I hear, coming up.
I did hear that. I did hear that. I wish that I was at JesseCon. JesseCon. So here it is. You're going to be hearing a lot about this over the next month. I just set me up there, Curtis. RetroCon, really JesseCon, coming up the weekend of September 7th and 8th. So the weekend after Labor Day weekend at the Greater Philly Expo Center. This is an awesome convention. I've been to it 4 or 5 times. It's a pretty big space. There are tons of vendors with tons of vintage action figures, vintage toys. They have, personalities from pop culture and nerddom that are usually there. They normally have, video game stations set up. They normally have some cool pop culture vehicles, like the A-Team van might be there, or a Batmobile might be there, or the General Lee might be there. Crazy stuff. And dun 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 dun. It's also going to be the site of the Mid-Atlantic Mythic Meetup, right? So it's a 2-day convention, Saturday and Sunday. Tons of cool people there. Wolf King Customs in the house. 4 Horsemen figures on the table. You've got Jesse Arnold, Patrick Boyle's in the house, Toy Forge in the house. Len LaGuardia, of course. Sorry, I'm being distracted because this is the first time that I've seen the Len logo. Do you guys see the Len logo there?
Yes, it's nice.
First time I've seen that. Yeah. That's very nice. And of course, yours truly. I'm going to be live streaming from the convention like I do all weekend. And if you give me a second here,
I've heard from people that had a chance to go to the first Legions Con, and for whatever reasons they didn't make it, and they've always kicked themselves. Don't be that person that was like, I could have gone to JesseCon, the first ever JesseCon, and I didn't make it. All right, if you have the chance to make it, you want to be at JesseCon. Just saying. Yeah.
Free hugs from Jesse all weekend.
Pizza rolls
all weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's some of the stuff we got going on at the con. We've got pop and swap activities. So pop, and swap till your heart's content. Led by some very cool people from the community, including Dr. Brett himself.
Wow.
Dylan, aka Legends Collector 1321, helping people out with the pop and swap activities. Also,
have him if you're there, have him show you some posing too, because my understanding is his posing is second to none. So
yes,
yeah. As a matter of fact, last month I went to Chubsy Wubsies with Rygon and Dylan. And he was showing us that, Chubsy has some pretty cool displays with all kinds of figures there. And Dylan is the one, I think, who set most of them up. So that was pretty cool. But not just pop and swaps, baby. Not just popping and swapping. There's also going to be a little thing that we're going to call Painting Happy Little Heads.
Ooh.
Hosted by Patrick Boyle, Nate Armstrong, and Jose Torres. So you come on out, you can do some popping and swapping, you can do some painting, and we're going to have some free roaming games and prizes led by the SDL Hedgehog Sunday crew, including myself. Yes. Brett Stoddard, as in the guys whose photography we don't talk about enough, not Dr. Brent.
Correct, for sure.
Excuse me about that. Although that would be cool. Dr. Brent, you're invited. You can
still
come.
Those are some amazing painters you listed there. That's awesome.
But we're also going to have some games and prizes, some trivia. There's going to be like a cosplay related contest. We're still nailing down the parameters of that, but it's probably not going to be a full cosplay contest, and just some other games and stuff that anybody can sort of take part in. Tons of great prizes of a myriad of different prizes. Stay tuned for more news on that. And yes, you mentioned it before, Curtis, 100% air fried pizza rolls with Leonard Jesse.
Nice.
How the hell could you miss this? You cannot miss this event unless you can't possibly make it because you live in California.
Yeah. That would be one reason. Yeah.
So seriously, dude, this is a really cool convention. Ryan, you've been there before, right? Like, it's one of the cooler conventions. So if you're into Horseman stuff, Legion stuff, it's freaking awesome. Because you'll get, the latest Legions figures that are available will be on the table. Will the skeleton be there? I don't know. I have no idea. But also all kinds of custom parts from Wolf King Customs and the Toy Forge, and Jesse Arnold himself. All kinds of incredible stuff. Yeah, exactly. So
how far is this show from you, Ryan?
How far is it from me? Probably like half hour, give or take.
Damn.
Not bad.
They do RetroCon the same time every year, right? September?
Yep,
right around the same time, yeah.
Right on.
So, listen, Trevor. Trevor asks, you mean half cosplay, so half costume, half nude? Listen, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what not to do.
Exactly.
That might work out. I don't know.
Feel free, bro. Feel free.
No, but seriously, as far as like when I mentioned the cosplay thing, the idea there is I think we want to do some type of cosplay creative contest that allows people to sort of flex their creativity a little bit before the con and then come show it at the con. But we want it to be accessible to everybody. So if we were like, best, get as close to simple tricks and nonsense as you can, there's probably like 3 or 4 people that would, go ahead and do that. But if we make it like customize your own Legions t-shirt or something like that, anybody can kind of do that and come show us your stuff. Something like that might be cool, but there'll be some concrete details coming out very, very soon. Bill is following up on Trevor's cosplay, half nude idea, and he just wants to know top half or bottom half, left or right. Eric, Rob says he's starting RobCon, so
there we go. Let's do it, brother.
Maybe you guys can
yes, sir.
But I think Steph wins this portion of the live. Nude to Mythics. Nude to Mythics. A new live stream. Whoa. I don't know how long it'll take for that one to get banned. Any other thoughts? RetroCon?
Sounds like an awesome show, man.
JessieCon, excuse me.
JessieCon, yeah. Sounds like a great time, man.
Make sure you get there early to hang out on LineCon too.
Ooh,
bunch of great people.
Yes. So last year at RetroCon, Anthony, myself, Ryan, Amber, we brought donuts out to the line. So if you're in the line before the con, you will get donuts. It's a hedgehog guarantee. Hedgehog guarantee. Donuts. I mean, not everybody, not every person in the line, but you will have a shot at some donuts.
And it's the good shit, not that Dunkin' bullshit. I wanted you to know that.
Well, we got some breaking news there from Thomas Belay for those West Coast folks.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
So if you can't make it to Pennsylvania, do try to make it if you can. But if you can't, for example, you're on the West Coast, street team event in Arizona, announcement coming soon from Four Horsemen. So it's going to be a banger of a day. So the 7th, that's the Saturday. Saturday the 7th, there's a street team event out in Arizona.
So if you're on the East Coast, something to do. If you're on the West Coast, something to do. If you're in the Midwest like me, go F yourself, I guess.
Well, if you start, listen, everybody's got one of these. Start right now. You'll make it here. Listen, once you get to a certain point, we'll come pick you up.
Gotcha.
That's no problem. So Len, of course, finally the voice of reason here, says that he'd like to do RetroCon 2025. Let's keep that in mind when we're doing the categories for the cosplay. Sounds like he's already putting the kibosh on Nude to Mythics. Mm-hmm. What say you? Trevor, you know the answer to that? Half a donut?
You get the donut hole.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. You're going to be hearing a lot about that in the coming weeks. I'm going to be talking about it a lot. I'm dead serious. RetroCon is an awesome con. Plus, anybody that was at IshCon probably is thirsting for some more hangout with some more people in the Legions community. If you didn't get to go to IshCon like myself and like everybody here, you probably had some FOMO. So this is our chance to get in on that good stuff of hanging out with some fun, cool people. What's up, Rhino?
And if you missed IshCon, go check out Let's Go Off-World YouTube channel. There was a thing called BitchCon, so you might enjoy that.
Nice.
Do you want to say a word or two about BitchCon, or is that the kind of thing you just got to kind of see to believe?
We were just complaining about not being able to make it to shows because they're in certain areas of the country, and complaining about all the people that were having fun. That was about it. So, but it was all in good fun. So.
Yeah.
Understandable, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Reynolds?
But that's the kind of the cool thing. Thomas says it here, 4-H Nationwide. Every year, man, there's a couple more shows, and now depending on where you're at, you know what I mean? Like, of course, the Northeast, we're blessed with all the stuff we get out here. We know that. Now North Carolina with IshCon, making a stronger place for itself. It's definitely got some more stuff going on there.
Chicago,
MuskyCon, Kane County Toy Show. Now Four Horsemen go to. We got the West Coast meetup.
Hey, I don't know if you guys caught this, but the other night Jeremy was on. I don't know if it was his Mythic Conversation show. He was talking, and someone made a comment about how come the Four Horsemen don't do shows out west in California, and he said something about they're in some kind of talks or something, and they might be planning something for California pretty soon. So stay tuned.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yep.
Didn't they do DesignerCon last year?
I don't know.
Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. They've come. It was the year before. Yeah.
I agree with Lynn's comment there at the bottom. That's
Well, what's in Missouri though? No, like you know what I mean, dude. Like what?
Yeah, no, that's it.
I'm saying what's
that's all
the
you
show?
need.
Like
all you
it's St. Louis is in Missouri, Kansas City's in Missouri. There's got to be some show.
There's not a lot of big shows. We've got a show called Toy Man Show that's here. Like I think it's every third month.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fairly decent size. I would say it's about maybe half the size of the vendor room in Legion's Con. But it's just not very there. I think the whole time that I've gone over the last like 3-4 years, I've maybe seen 2 Legions figures. It's all like vintage stuff and things like that. So
yeah, Trevor, MissouriCon, but like MusketCon before there was a relatively small convention, right?
Correct. Yep.
Now they did what they do, Joe Fest. Is that right? This year, that was a pretty big Legion's community presence, so it's out there, man.
They were down in Florida as well. Like, they're getting.
That's right, MegaCon or whatever it was.
They did StatueCon up in Michigan as well. So
yeah,
they're getting around.
Yeah, dude. If Decon in Vegas, dude, I definitely want to go.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
that sounds really awesome. Now I'm sad that Cali lost Designer Con, but like Vegas is a fantastic city.
We had it for a good while, man. And Designer Con is an awesome con to go to. Definitely recommend it. Very cool.
You think about going this year, or is that
to Decon this year?
Yeah,
I don't know when is it actually happening. I'm not sure. I'm not
usually December.
Well, it's usually after we come back from Legion's Con. So if it's in December, I'm there for sure, dude. I'll book a flight like the night I get back, for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely go to Vegas for a weekend and a con. Are you kidding me? Fuck, that'd be awesome.
No brainer.
No brainer, dude.
That's right. Joe G lives in Nevada, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Talbot says he's going to Decon.
Nice.
Yeah, I might go stay on his couch.
I'll probably see you there, brother.
Yeah, Thomas says it's a few days after Legion's Con this year.
Yeah.
And Rob says, it's too close to Legion. So it might be like maybe even the next weekend.
It's all good. I'm down.
Speaking of Legion stuff, Curtis, you had a chance already, at least. I don't remember if Ryan did or not. Curtis, I know that you've had a chance to sort of talk about some of the reveals. Last week during SDL, we did some speculation about what might be revealed in the Oxkrewe Book 2 wave, the Harrow Zone. I played an incredibly edited, produced short video with a very handsome actor in it, talking about speculating. Thank you, sir. But we haven't had a chance to talk about the actual reveals yet. So I figured maybe we might, give the people our thoughts on some of that stuff. Oh my God, I put a bunch of stuff on here. So there we go. Last Saturday, the Four Horsemen revealed their latest wave of Cosmic Legions figures, a 7-figure wave with an accessory pack. It's a continuation of this story they told the first part of last year, the Oxkrewe story, which involves a crew, the Oxkrewe, having crash landed on a planet and the different things that happen to them and their distress signals and them getting separated and different beings they run into. To me, I've really liked this story a lot. It's really connected with me more even than the Grave Ring story did. Overall, initial thoughts on the wave. Rhino, what'd you think about this wave once you got to see everything?
How can you not go all in, especially for the price point?
$299, right?
Yeah, they are some beautiful figures, man. Each one was better than the last. I understand they had technical difficulties, but once you went to IG and you saw them all posed up, and Trevor Williams, amazing photography as usual. How could you not want them all?
It was easy to get around.
Yeah. They were posted somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that didn't see it during the Four Horsemen for this wave, they revealed the wave on a live stream from North Carolina while they were down at IshCon. Unfortunately, there were storms moving through at the time, which was hell on all kinds of travel. Plus, the internet wasn't as good, so some of the pictures didn't come through. But everybody saw the photos relatively contemporaneously. And now, if you'd like to go back and watch it on the Four Horsemen YouTube channel, Four Horsemen Studios YouTube channel, what they've done is they've re-uploaded a video of the live stream with the photos of each figure put in at the right place. So if you want to get a full rundown from the horsemen themselves, you can do that. Eric, any other thoughts on the wave as a whole?
Oh, the wave as a whole is beautiful, man. I love it. Had a couple favorites right off the bat. Hylar Corinne.
That's this one right here.
Yeah, Hylar Corinne was definitely my favorite of the wave, followed by Cog. And then man, I just blown away in the fields for David Williams tribute custom, dude. I just, man, fucking huge. That was so freaking awesome. So awesome, man. Like I said, just sets our community and the Four Horsemen apart from any other toy collecting community and line in the world. It's just amazing to see this happen, dude, for such awesome people. So many great tributes, and to see a person that just having fun with the fig and putting together a pop and swap and some paint, you know, affecting, you know, the horsemen so much that they decide to make that an actual figure in their line. I mean, it's just amazing, dude. Just amazing.
Yeah. And for anybody who hasn't hold on a second. Let me just make sure private messages don't get released to the world. But for anybody who, hold on a second.
Well, while you're doing that, I just want to say I took a little bit of heat last week because I was on your guys' show doing some speculating, and people said that I have repeatedly talked about not liking the speculating shows, and they got a point, but really my problem isn't the show themselves. It's the fact that you guys get it wrong. So, you get people's hopes up for things that don't happen. Whereas when I speculate, I get it right, like I did with the David Williams figure. And so when you're doing it correctly, when you're speculating right and getting it correct, you're not really letting people down. So that would be my advice to any of the shows that want to do the speculation thing. Just get it right, and then you got no problem.
Curtis, I just have one thing to say to that. My friends, imagine, if you will, a zone between Ishkan and LegionsCon. A zone where brand new Cosmic Legions action figures will be revealed by the Four Horsemen themselves. And imagine further, my friends, a zone where fans of the line will speculate and wonder about what kinds of action figures and perhaps other accessories they will get in these new reveals. And imagine further, my friends, and stay with me here, a zone where people didn't act like whiny little children and complain and whine and cry if the reveals themselves don't match up exactly with some of the fun and whimsical predictions that were made on this show. When, after all, they are called reveals because they must be revealed. Because nobody who was speculating knew what was going to be revealed. Because it still needed to be revealed. That's why they're called reveals. My friends, welcome to the Harrow Zone.
Boom, enabled.
Why do they call it a reveal?
Because it still needs to be revealed.
Oh, gotcha.
Revealed. Okay. Because nobody knew what it was.
Because it hadn't been revealed yet.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Now you're getting it. So it's all right. But I mean, here's the thing. And that's the thing. Like, when I speculate, I also don't take it seriously. I don't really care if I'm right or not. You know what I mean? As long as what's revealed is cool, and it pretty much always is. I like some waves more than others. I like some figures more than others. But they're generally pretty freaking cool. Couple more. Here's the thing. This is what I wanted to come back to. So we mentioned this before, that for anybody that doesn't know, David Williams, who's a super cool dude. I met him at LegionsCon a couple of years ago for the first time. An incredible artist. He's part of the Arizona crew. God damn it, guys.
Arizona boys.
Yeah, Arizona boys. Out in Arizona, weirdly enough. He's a great artist. He's a tattoo artist, drawer, painter. He's awesome. And once he got to a certain point and realized he had enough parts in the Mythic Legions line to do a Buzz Off custom for Masters of the Universe, he went ahead and did it. And it was just one of the coolest customs, anybody had seen. Bill from the Dorklair was such a big fan of it. He made it his life's mission to go ahead and buy that custom from David. Was able to do that. Apparently, Bill was not the only one who saw how cool the custom was. A lot of other people were, including Four Horsemen Studios, who revealed last Saturday that they thought the custom was so good, they wanted to incorporate it into line. So as some of you may know, Four Horsemen Studios in the past have done like not tribute figures, let's call them. I think the official name was PowerCon debut figures. They would do a couple a year right around PowerCon, which was a Masters of the Universe focused convention. And those debut figures often bared a certain resemblance to Masters of the Universe figures. There's no PowerCon this year. So everybody was wondering, are they going to do any of those PowerCon debut Motu quote-unquote tribute-esque figures? And they did find a way to do it. And the way they did it was to incorporate Dave's design into the line almost to a T. It's almost exactly his custom design. And the coolest thing that I took out of the presentation last week was at one point when Jeremy was asking Eric Treadway, about the whole thing. While Eric was talking, Eric was like, yeah. And we were like, well, we're never going to do any better than that. So, and I just thought, like, how freaking cool is that? Like, wouldn't that blow your fucking mind to hear Eric Treadway, who to all of us, the people that are fans of the Legion's lines and everything, like, he's Eric Treadway. It's about as high as you can get, saying that your work, he was never going to get any better than that.
You can't get a better nod than that, man.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it was a different figure, obviously, with new figures, he can sculpt something different to make it better or make it whatever. But with those PowerCon debut figures, they've always used existing parts. So to have something with existing parts, I don't know of any existing parts that could have been better than what David put into that figure. So,
yeah. So is this in a really great wave? I'm super excited to grab this. One other thing that I wanted to say about this is that, so like I said before, when this was just a custom, a great custom, but a custom, Bill from the Dorklair bought the custom from David Williams. When this news was announced, Bill made the decision that he was going to return the custom back to David because he felt the original, what now is essentially a prototype, should go back to the creator, which I thought was fucking awesome.
Classy move.
Super class move, dude.
Yeah.
Super class, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Big ups.
So, real quick too, I wanted to point out that, we do a lot of waxing poetically about, again, Trevor, the official photographer for Four Horsemen, about his shots of new figures. This wave is one of my favorites, I think, as far as especially his action shots. Like this one, like how cool is this shot right here?
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard Trevor talk about how difficult it is to pose like the prototype figures.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess they created this, big vehicle thing that they wanted him to take these photos on and stuff. Some of these poses that he's got with these prototypes, it could not have been easy. It had to be very difficult to get some of these shots he got, but they look gorgeous. They're absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So here's another one. And then this is another good shot to sort of also jump on that again. You mentioned the vehicle during the reveal. We see in some of these action photos, some of the figures perched on this vehicle, right? And Jim Preziosi, while we're looking, he specifically calls it out and says, what is that? what is that? A vehicle? What a vehicle in these photos? Why is that there? Blah blah blah. And it's all of a sudden we're all like, what? What are you saying here? And then correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jeremy sort of in response, Jeremy or Jim, somebody says, well, hold on, we'll see what that, if that is anything or if it's not something, I don't know if it's something that ends up on the table at Legion's Con.
Yeah. So Jeremy this week confirmed that we will get to see this at Legion's Con.
Mm-hmm.
And I, as well as others in the chat, were saying, we'd like to purchase this thing. And basically his answer was, well, let's kind of see what the interest level is. And then who knows? So yeah, if you look at these pictures from Trevor and you're like, man, this is something I'd absolutely love to have. When you see it at Legion's Con, make sure you pull somebody aside and let them know that you're interested, because that's the only way that this thing gets made. So,
I mean,
4-H lab.
Yeah.
A 4-H lab. Exactly. Yeah. Listen, I know you don't like speculating that much, Curtis, and you don't like it when we make predictions. Everybody's going to fucking want this. Everybody's going to want this.
Well, even if because it looks like it's segmented in parts.
Yeah.
So even if it's, like maybe somebody doesn't buy the whole thing, but maybe they want like the drive vehicle or whatever. Yeah.
Of course we want a vehicle. A lot of companies are making vehicles now at different price points to varying levels of success, right? But I would love to see what the Horseman would do with a vehicle. The only thing I would say is for something like this, like it looks like it has lights and stuff like that. Please, studio, if you make something like that, please.
Fucking Dylan. Can't wait for everyone.
Please,
to be rooming their cosmic.
You make a vehicle. Make it with lights. Make it with lights, please. Various lights. Yeah. Sounds would be great, but at least lights. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk. Sorry. Okay, I didn't see this. Dylan says, yeah, you just said it, but yeah. I can't wait for everyone to be rooming their cosmic trucks around the hotel lobby. Somebody's got to do. Somebody's got to customize one of those, those like souped up like little kid vehicles that they make, and some of them are pretty crazy, right? Like there's like a Hummer, like crazy ones that kids can ride on. Somebody's got to customize one of those to look like this vehicle and bring it in November
and drive it around inside the hotel. That'd be awesome.
$4.99 super chat from our man Rob Zamora from the West. The West is the best.
My brother, Rob says, another mother.
That's right. That's right. Well, you guys are Willy Wonka brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Eric are California brothers. Mm-hmm. Me and Rob are dance music brothers.
Nice.
And Rob and Ryan are my first name begins with the letter R brothers.
Nice.
We've all got a connection.
I'll take it.
Rob says it's super classy, but if Four Horsemen makes a legit Mythic Legions figure of the custom Emil has made me, sorry, but not sorry. I ain't giving that back. Nope. Rob, what's the figure? What's the custom? Yeah. So Trevor confirms that here in this shot, there was no lights on the piece he was working with. It was all Photoshop. That's fine. I'm just going to say this.
If they make it.
Please, if you make a vehicle, please put some lights on it. Please. Thank you. Yeah.
They could reveal one with lights, but it's yet to be revealed.
They would need to reveal it, right?
Correct.
All right.
That's why they call it a reveal. Yeah.
So here's Cog. I think Cog is my favorite of the wave.
He's cool.
I'm a big guy. I love that. Like from wave 1, my favorite thing was I loved the bright colors. And definitely there's more of like a Mad Max vibe to this wave, which is very cool, dirty and gritty and stuff. But they still found a way to put some pop of color, and Cog is where they got that color. So I'm psyched about this. Any thoughts on this guy?
He's my third favorite after the David Williams figure and Hylor.
Uh-huh.
But I really like him. I love the tools that he comes with. I love when they did that. The one photo with him and the other Oxkrewe members, just the difference in size and color and stuff, just looks really cool with the four of them next to each other. So yeah, I'm digging this guy. And apparently it was CB's favorite. So
Nice.
I love those feet on him, dude. Those new feet on those boots. Those are so sick.
You a big foot
Makes him
guy.
look so chunky, dude. So awesome.
Van, are you still here? If you want that. Maybe Eric will be the next guest star. Loving those feet, man.
Love those feet.
Love those feet, man. There were some comments earlier that were making reference to. So before we got the reveal, we got some initial storyline, different things, and we knew about the name Cog. We knew he was a mechanic. So a lot of people, myself included, thought that maybe, just as like a wink, wink, nod, nod, that this character might come on the Slog body and either be something from the same race, or they would just put it on the same body, change the head. Nope, they didn't do that. That was wrong.
Boy, were you guys wrong?
Yeah. Curtis also said that, just so you guys know.
Oh shoot, I may have. I don't know. I only remember my correct predictions.
Jordan says we don't clip foot bits, alienates our viewers. I could have sworn I heard some foot talk before on your show. No, that was Legion's cast, wasn't it? Wasn't that Legion's cast? Maybe.
No idea.
I don't know. So that's Cog. There's the buzz off again, and again, incredible photography here. Awesome scene here. Here we got some more reptilian action going here.
I love that shot from the top down of the that guy running next to the side of the vehicle, like trying to attack from the side. So awesome. So what a great action shot, dude. Man. That's a great action shot.
That Thraxian hunter and repaint a faunus head to put on it.
Ooh, nice.
Make it like an all bark. Yeah.
I love that. I love that new scale body, dude. That's all scaled out body. That's super dope.
Yeah, the Thraxian, whatever it is.
And these new soft goods on these, that like that whole, like you said, that whole like Mad Max feel where they're all torn.
Oh yeah, the wasteland vibe.
I love that, man. I see so many potentials with so many of these soft goods on different figures, man. It's gonna be
Hylors looks so good.
Yeah,
around his neck, and then
I bought 2 of those immediately. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Yeah, that's super dope. What a great shot. That was one of my favorite shots, this one, because like I said, it's kind of like that top down as he's like running next to the side of the vehicle as they're trying to escape, and he's trying to attack from the side. So freaking bitching. Yeah, so hard to catch that perspective, and it's like it looks great, man.
How about you, Ryan? Probably the most accomplished photographer among us here. Any thoughts on it? What's that?
Oh, it's perfect. Everything about this is perfect.
I think it's cool to even think to even take this angle, you know?
Yeah.
So here we go. We also get another skate back, but definitely a different feel for this one. And he's specifically a mount, whereas the one from last year was just, a crazy animal that was out on the terrain ready to fuck shit up. This one is an actual mount for this guy, Oxkrewe. Another V-Billion. V-Billion was a big star from last year's Wave 1. This guy very much has Princess Leia bounty hunter vibes.
Yeah, CJ's team just killed it with these soft goods, dude. So awesome.
Yeah, these aren't for me, but I see a lot of people excited about them, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Then we had this accessory set. Blue head in the background. And then here's some of like the actual figure shots. Better look at like the actual loadouts here.
That's my favorite.
It's so badass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that helmet's awesome too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And I love that mace where it's not the spiky mace like that we had on the other one. He said it's like electro mace or something.
I'm finally gonna give my Man-at-Arms custom a proper mace, dude, when I get that. That's
shit.
So bitching.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one that I made, I'm like, oh, I've been waiting for a mace like that forever. I'm like, yes, finally.
And this is the Gadriel head, right?
Yeah, dude, that repaint on it's fucking superb.
Totally different.
I think
So
it looks
good.
better without the mask, though. That shot that they have without the mask on, it looks so good.
Right there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good.
So the loadout photo makes me ask the question: did they confirm this is the Gadriel head, or is it a different head?
They said it's the same head.
It is. Yeah, it's the same head.
Because it looks different a little bit. I mean, that shows you what a paint job can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That head needs to come in the next head pack that they do. That fucking head.
I want a head pack that's all Magnus heads with just different hair color.
I'm with that, dude. It works. All of them work too, dude. No matter what you paint that head, it works, dude. So that's such a great head sculpt.
And here's Cog. And it's a great shot of the colors that I was talking about with Cog.
Yeah. So cool, man.
Dude, I love that new suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I see what you're talking about with the feet, though. The shape of them, because it it goes out in like each direction. Yeah, it's
so bitchin', dude.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, I was huge on building Gundams for quite a while. This has got such Gundam vibes to it, man. I'm just like, I fucking love it, dude. And those big ass feet like that, I'm like, oh, look at that, dude. It's so good.
Dude, that thing's not falling over. Like, people complain about like the 2.0 females and stuff.
Yeah, that's
dude,
never
this thing is
falling over,
not.
dude.
Yeah, you could hit this thing with a truck and it's not falling over.
That's got so much real estate under those feet, man. It's great.
It's a solid base, it, for sure.
So bitching, dude. And how about that new character design, man? I mean, this new race, it's Simeon. So badass, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
So full loadout here. We got a removable tail, removable goggles.
Yeah. And people on Wednesday were questioning the tail coming out of the suit, but I think it was confirmed by at least Dorklayer that there's a force field from the suit that surrounds the tail. Yeah. So just FYI.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That wasn't obvious.
I mean, it's a baboon in space. Anything. Suspend disbelief, people. Jesus.
Plus we should point out too that the official version now of this Buzz Off related figures, Anophilius. I know I'm getting it wrong. Whatever his name is. They also, unlike the initial custom, we've got a second head now. So it's a painted Sphexian head. Also looks very cool. Definitely getting some like 2000X vibes from it.
You know what I want to do with this when I get it is I want to Dremel the inside of this out and make it like a helmet, like they did with the original Buzz Off, where they had that like part that goes on top.
Yeah.
And put that on a different head.
Yeah. So fucking cool.
Yeah, I could see that.
Here's the Reptilian for Richard Jones from the Euro Legions podcast.
Between this one and the first one, I like this one a lot better, just for customizing sake and just the way it looks in general.
Yeah.
So
I
is
love
that
those.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, is that you? You?
It's all you, dude. It's all you.
All right. Is
as I was saying, no.
Is that bone from an animal that we haven't seen yet on this planet?
They said it was like a jawbone, but I can't think of anything we've seen so far that it would be for. Yeah. So
okay, Eric.
Well, I was just gonna say I love the new sculpt on this head too, where they've got like those kind of what are like a chameleon's eyes or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those side looking eyes. Those are fucking awesome, dude.
Totally. A million hands. You get the jawbone weapon is hilarious. Here's the new skate back with the saddle, and hilariously, this one has the little blue cloth pack behind him, and it's a little sleeping bag, an actual functioning sleeping bag.
I actually want that for one of my Mezco figures, my Mezco Vapor.
Little camp out.
Yeah, a little camp out Vapor.
Can I be a little bit of a bitch here for a second?
Bitch away.
Wait,
if you go back to the loadout part for that last figure, the Thraxian.
Like,
I love that they're giving us so many hands, but do they all have to be like either closed or grip it. Like, can we get some like expressive? Like, I love that they put the pointing hand in the skeleton. Like, and I know they used to only come with 2 hands, and that was it. So I understand that this is very nitpicky. But if you're gonna give me like 10 sets of hands or whatever, can you give me like one that's like open or pointing or something different? Just a little bit of variety. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Here's your answer. Probably not.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, if I could say this, man, a $20 heat gun from Harbor Freight will make any hand.
Oh,
you want,
yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
I do that a lot for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Eric was just showing us one that he.
Those hands are open enough that you could straighten those fingers out, no problem, dude. No problem. Couple seconds under a heat gun, yeah, you can get straight fingers, no problem on that.
I'll just send him to Dylan. He'll give him a bunch of middle fingers like he did a skeleton.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Here we go.
So what do you guys are you guys in on this skate back mount? Are you guys down for it? I'm passing for right now, but I mean it's definitely cool, but like
I don't need the mount.
I don't really
kind of want the sleeping bag.
Yeah, I need that
sleeping
bag.
The sleeping bag for sure. Yeah, the mounts really aren't really my jam in Cosmic, so I wasn't really expecting or wanting a mount. So I don't know, it wasn't really for me.
Well, the fact that they made him a mount for me makes him a little bit more interesting because now it almost makes him seem like a fucking cursor, like a set with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it just for that bedroll.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and park the rest of it out. Do something weird with it. But
I'll just wait for a bunch of people to put them on sale on the Cabal. Just selling the sleeping bag.
Oh, go ahead, Curtis.
I was just throwing a thumb up. I was getting, yeah.
I opened him up.
Nice.
Look, Eric, I opened an action figure.
Nice. You saw it here first, folks.
Aren't you proud of me?
I am, buddy. Way to go.
So.
See? One step at a time.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break here.
Oh, Joe says picture of
Skelly's never as cool when you until you pumpkinize him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I want that.
That's nice.
Jack Skellington, baby. I love it, dude.
Dude, that would be awesome for like the stop motion animation.
Oh yeah,
cool as heck with that thing, or just for Skellies in general.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I totally want to see somebody do like a Ray Harryhausen fucking stop motion with these skeletons.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, man.
Totally.
Sorry, I was
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Harryhausen was alive today? If he got to play with these Mythic Legion skeletons,
he'd over the moon.
He'd probably be loving these things, dude. He'd probably love these things. Yeah, the details, the size, the scale is so freaking. It's perfect, dude. It's freaking perfect. I freaking love it, dude.
This is probably the most satisfying.
Well, plus it's
skeleton action figure.
Yeah, plus it's been marked safe from 15-year-old articulation. So
yeah. Seriously. Yeah. Freaking awesome figure.
All right, where was I?
Oh, everybody was just watching you and Eric play with your figures.
Don't be jealous.
Dude, how many people have you talked about this possibly being figure of the year? And I'm a stuff. I want bright colors. I want glow in the dark. I want translucent. I want 50 million accessories.
I mean, it's not a Todd McFarlane figure of himself, but it's pretty good.
Like, and it just feels. And it's tough to think that, like with a skeleton, you don't think about it like having like heft or being, substantial or feeling like it's a skeleton, but it feels pretty substantial in your hand.
Oh, Darla today in the mail got a figure that could be one of the figure of the year candidates. Look at this guy.
Oh,
nice.
what?
Yeah.
No
Nice,
way.
dude.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's been really wanting that. Courtesy of Purple Gang Gang. Helped us out finding one of those. So
very cool.
Shout out to Purple Gang Gang.
Yep. Thanks, guys. They rock. It's better than the figure I got this week, which is my $6 Walgreens Cobra Commander. But he does have 3 points of articulation. So
that's right.
So eat it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing something real quick, guys. Okay. All right, I'll keep this moving along. Hold out.
Good call out by Dorklair. Necronominus come out by the end of the year. It could change figure of the year votes. So
100%. All right, click. It's 7:15, so I think we should release the. All right, I spelled it right. All right, so I just want to announce the code word, as it were, because that sounds cooler, for the giveaway for today. Gauntlet. So again, the giveaway for today is a Mattel Masters of the Universe Origins Buzz-Off figure. Brand new in package. Buzz-Off figure in celebration of the whole David Williams Buzz-Off thing. And also, the hashtag is Gauntlet to celebrate and remind everyone that Curtis is literally going to be on every show this week. So that's why we're calling that hashtag Gauntlet. Throw that.
not sure about every yet, but quite a few shows.
All the most that anyone could watch live. Gauntlet. And there we go. And we will probably draw that right around 7:30, I would say.
Nice.
Here we go. Dylan says, Curtis on a show? I don't believe you.
Oh, believe it, baby.
Oh,
Believe
also
it.
since last week, opened the Golden Wonka. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys just give me a minute? Keep the conversation going
Yeah.
while I step away for a second and come right back?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. When you opened that Golden Wonka, I actually screamed out loud for you as I was
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that
I
was,
was like,
pretty cool.
yes!
Yeah. Yeah,
It was
hell
so
yeah.
much fun, man.
Yeah, I jumped up from the couch. I was like, "Let's fucking go!" I was like, "That's fucking rad."
Yeah,
was
man.
so
I was
awesome,
like,
dude.
I mean, I bought the two hoping that I would get one of each, but you know, odds are that it was going to be two chocolate ones. But the fact that it was chocolate on the first one and then gold on the second, it was so perfect.
Yes.
That was
Fucking
fucking
sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
Such a fucking cool friggin'. It's like those kids that open up like a one of like a Pokemon like hard to find card. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like, holy shit! It actually happened to one of us. Like that's cool. Yeah, that was fucking cool. So fucking cool.
Dude, well, when you opened the first one, it was the chocolate one. I was like, it better fucking be the gold one for the next one. I said, if it's
Yeah.
not, I'm unsubscribing. I wasn't going to. I'm just obviously being dramatic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I did I picked up something at the store today too. Got a
Nice.
little 2.75-inch Bart Simpson on a skateboard, working
Nothing wrong.
skateboard.
Nothing wrong with that.
Uh,
Nothing, can never go wrong with
So-
Bart.
yeah.
Steph and Dave gave me something. Let me go get that.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah, I went to the Target and they actually had a lot more stuff than what they normally have. So
I'm on the lookout for 86 swoop right now.
nice.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
motherfucker. Look at that.
That's impressive.
Oh, nice, dude. Expect some cool shots on that, Ryan. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fucking
cool.
cool. Who made that for you, bro?
Dave made it, and he just had it sitting around. He was like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna give it to you. I was like,
Nice.
what?
Nice.
Dude, they are some of the greatest fucking people ever.
That's awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you know that'll go to good use in your home, dude, for sure.
Yeah,
that's
well,
freaking epic, bro.
The last time he tried to give it to me, he was like, "Oh, you can just have it." I was like, "No, I'll pay you for it. I just can't do it right now." He was like, "Oh, next time I see you, I'll just give it to you." And it just was a while before we got together again. And
yeah,
he was like, "Hey, you taking that home, right?" I was like,
"Fucking awesome pickup, bro."
Yeah,
awesome pickup, bro. Yeah, Jesse, that's the last of the Dinobots that I need as well, man. Fucking 86 line, man, they freaking knocked it out of the park. I fucking love it.
Apparently, Rob Zamora says that they announced a Bartman on a skateboard as well, and he's looking for one. So if anybody sees one, he's a good dude. Help him out.
Yeah, very cool.
Right. They're hedgy. I got, yeah.
Rat King, right
on skateboard.
That's the thing. So when Super 7 a couple of years ago announced their Simpsons Ultimates figures, I was pretty excited for them to come out. But then like a couple of years goes by and it's like, all right, now I have a lot less space. All of a sudden $55 a figure is a lot more in percentage wise out of my wallet. And then you got these guys coming out and these are what, $23 a figure? I know they're smaller scale.
This was $4.99.
Is that the Jack Pacific or whatever it is?
No, this is I don't know what the brand is, but it was $4.99. They're 2.75 inches tall. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's broken now. So
you know, he just fell off a skateboard. It's good.
Oh,
it's like a non
wiped out, but
a non-vac metal Silverhawk. Oh wait, no, this is a vac metal one.
Nice.
Oh my god!
I was surprised though. They had like stuffed Simpsons there and stuff. They had a lot more Simpsons stuff than I've seen in years. So they must be making a comeback or something.
Yeah, I wonder if there's something coming out.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, like I said, you can never go wrong with the Simpsons, man. They're just freaking awesome.
Oh, maybe it is Jack's, but they just got different sizes. Dorkler saying so.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, I know we keep getting reminders every other day about how close we are to Legions Con, and can I say this? Y'all better start saving your money now.
I thought you were going to tell people to stop posting reminders.
Start saving your money now, man, because I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter. You won't have enough.
Yeah, and everybody's here's another thing too that's going to increase that even more is that a lot of the customizers now, I think, are going to be showing things a little bit earlier. You know, a few people started doing that last year. Like, remember John Caulfield? And a couple of weeks before Legions Con started showing the exact customs he was bringing, and it worked, man. Because
I got one.
I saw one, and I was like, I want that.
Emil sold like 20 customs before he even came over to the U.S.
Yeah, I sold
already gone.
I think I sold maybe 4 or 5 before I even got to the show. So I mean, I don't really like showing my stuff before Legions Con. I don't know why. I just I want to share with the community, but I don't really like, I don't know, something about it. I like it to be like, I like the reveal to be at the table. I like the people to like come to my table to see what I've brought. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, well, he's already got that. And I've seen that a bunch of times online or on the Cabal or whatever. I mean, but I don't know. But then also too, I don't like doing it because then I don't know, you know, a lot of times people are like, hey, I'll buy that from you, like right now. So it's like I get to the table and people are like, hey, where's that custom you made? I'm like, oh, it's already sold. I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, they're all bummed out. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I feel bad. Yeah. You'll never have enough, Joe. You'll never have enough.
I'm sure this means nothing. Joe Vassapolo won't have enough. Because you don't.
You got to do like Emil did. He had a bunch that were sold, but they couldn't pick them up until after the con was over.
Yeah, well, I did the same thing. I had a bunch of mine sold, and I just, you know, I told the people that bought them, just do me a favor and just leave them on the table for the weekend, and then I'll at the tail end of the show come pick your stuff up. So that was easy to do. People were very, very accommodating with that, and thank you to everybody who did that, including all you guys. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I said, it's you can't I can't stress it enough, man. Save now, like today. It's 13 weeks. Trust me, you still won't have enough. So whatever you can, every penny you can pinch, man, fucking save it. Because when you get into Legion's Con, it's all flying out of your wallet.
Also, I hate to say it, but if you see it and you like it, you might want to grab it instead of seeing everything and then coming back to it, because chances are it won't be there.
Yep. I made that mistake passing a custom I saw and loved at Giovanni's table, and damn it, I hate myself for not grabbing it right then and there, because when I came back, it was gone. Fuck. So mad. So mad. That was the only letdown. I was like, God damn it. Should have bought it.
It's the same thing with the show enough he had at the was that 22?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that was
Ryan Zara got that.
Phenomenal, bro.
And another thing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what he looked like. He looked like one of those guys.
Actually. Why did I make him Urkel? Well,
until next time.
Yes, exactly. My wallet is sobbing. I can hear it down the hall. All right, so a couple other things real quick that happened this week. Interesting stuff. So don't forget, if you want to win a free Origins Buzz Off, hit up that hashtag Gauntlet in the chat. Hashtag Gauntlet. We're going to pull that in about 5-10 minutes.
That Origins Buzz Off will go sweet as a display with the David Williams custom. That'd be sweet to like display them together.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Dorklayer's got like a whole collection of Buzz Offs.
Yeah. Which is cool, man. Like I said, everybody's got their character.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Origins, Mattel was all set to launch a new crowdfund. So some months ago, Mattel did actually a vote. So the fans were permitted to vote on the next Mattel Creations crowdfund playset or vehicle. And we got to vote between a Snake Layer and an attack track, a fright zone, a bunch of different things. The Snake Layer is the one that sort of won out. A little surprisingly, I think a lot of people figured the fright zone would win. I believe I was trying to think of this the other day, and I don't remember for sure. I think I voted Snake Layer. I was definitely between Snake Layer and the attack track, which would have been the Filmation version of the attack track, which would be pretty cool. And my theory was, well, even if I want a fright zone, which I kind of do, an updated fright zone would be cool. I sort of assumed that probably out of everything that was in the field, probably had the best chance to get made anyway without the crowdfund. And so I think I voted for it. Was Snake Layer attack track. I think I voted Snake Layer. So at SDCC, Mattel showed a Snake Layer in the glass case at their setup. And people like freaked out about it. And then during their panel, they showed that the Snake Layer is comparable to Eternia. Like it's huge, right? And then, essentially the discourse on the internet just blew up, just like sort of went nuts. And that culminated in the last week. There were some polls about what people did like or didn't like about the playset, whether they were going to back it or not back it. It was not going to go live. The crowdfund wasn't going to go live until August 12th. And then just, I think yesterday, Mattel announced that the Snake Layer crowdfund is being postponed. So essentially, based on fan feedback, they decided to not release this version of the Snake Layer. And here you see some other pictures. So here's the Snake Layer as it was from the front. This gold snake on the side here, that's actually a detachable vehicle that apparently was only ever shown in the, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, if anybody knows, in the He-Man magazine in one issue. And here it is. It would be able to fold up. Here it is from the back. Has some of your normal, play set fare sort of in the play set there. But in the end, there was a lot of negative feedback about it. And the company decided to pull it back. Apparently, they say that's still coming, but I guess they're going to take some of the feedback into account and then come back at a later date. As far as the negative comments about it, number one, it doesn't match the render that we got that we voted on. It doesn't match the render that we got that they showed that we voted on. Number two, I think it's bigger than people thought it would be. And number three, people didn't really like the design, especially from the front, I think, of this whole playset. So you had like a weird variety of complaints. Like in the same post, I saw somebody complaining about it being too big and too expensive, and then other people saying that it looks like a Fisher-Price
play school. Yeah,
which I didn't see at first, but once I saw better pictures of it, the Fisher-Price thing, play school thing, I kind of get it now. Although some of those things are actually not, like Imagine X stuff is not that bad. I kind of get it. I don't think it's as bad as some people are making out to be. I think it's, especially from the back, I think it's kind of cool.
I think if they would just do a darker color scheme on it, it probably wouldn't look as bad as it does.
Yeah,
I think the color scheme. Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be kind of a scary, whatever. I think if they like a darker brown there, darker greens, and I don't think this would have been as criticized in my opinion.
Yeah, I know some people are down for I know you, Jonathan, you're down for some of these larger play sets, but man, I could never imagine getting into play sets like this. I mean, even as much of a Motu fan as I've been in the past years and stuff, I mean, the real estate that you need for something like to display something like that is just ridiculous. I mean, and they're huge, man. They're fucking huge. So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I could never imagine grabbing something like that. But
if I had a young kid that wanted to play with something like that, I would get it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
But as a collector,
that's a whole different different scenario. Yeah, if you're getting it for because you got your young kids into action figures and you want to give them the whole vibe. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, that'd be a great thing. That rendition right there. I mean, yeah, that looks nothing like what they made.
Correct.
No, it doesn't, and it didn't look like the render. So I think people didn't like that. Even if the new design was cooler, I think maybe they would have had a problem with it. I don't think the new design is cooler than this. So I agree that
look how scary that snake looks on the front, though, compared to the one that they have on there. It's like this looks kind of frightening even for a kid's toy, and then you look at that other one, it's like there's nothing frightening about it. So
yeah, it looks like the playground at McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And my thought on some of that was
it is kind of cool though when they do take feedback and go, because it would be easy for them to go, we've already gone this far, we've got the design, whatever, we're just going to push forward.
We've seen other companies do that. Yep.
But I mean, similar to the whole like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, when they took that feedback and they went back to the drawing board and redesigned it, like it is cool when companies actually listen and then take that and go, okay, we're going to make some adjustments. And it's not to say that you're never going to please everybody. So if you can't go out there and make changes because every single person says something, but if you see that there's an overwhelmingly negative response, going back to the drawing board a little bit is not necessarily a bad thing.
And here's the thing. I think they've done a smart thing. If they go back and redesign it, so even if it's not spot on, if it looks a lot more like the original artist render, I think they're going to get a pretty positive response to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. So again, that's the other thing, is that it's $350, which is expensive, but it's in a weird spot.
Origins.
Yeah, because so they made an Origins Grayskull and an Origins Snake Mountain, and both of them were less than $100. They were very affordable play sets that already had nostalgia backing for them. Now, I didn't. I actually did buy the Snake Mountain, but I've returned it right away because I realized they didn't have the microphone, which that was the coolest thing about the friggin' old playset. You're not going to make the microphone. No, thanks, brother. That's not gonna work for me, brother.
Made your voice all cool too with the microphone.
Yeah. Yes, it's not gonna work for me, brother. But the point is, they made two iconic play sets for less than $100.
Mm-hmm.
Then they did a successful crowdfund for freaking Eternia, a new and improved, bigger Eternia for like between $600 and $700, a lot more expensive. Then they make this snake lair. I can see their logic here. I can see how they got to this point. So now they make a snake lair. They're like, we want to come out swinging. So they made the snake lair bigger than the artist render. It's almost as big as Eternia. It's comparable. It's not as big as Eternia, but it's comparable. But instead of being 6 or 650 or whatever it was, we're gonna make it 350. The problem is they pissed everybody off because the design wasn't as cool as collectors were looking for, and then the size and the price were much bigger and much more expensive than people who were used to that Grayskull and Snake Mountain pricing were used to. So I think they lost their footing with a lot of different people. And I'll say one more thing. Pixel Dan did a poll on Twitter about the playset. I don't know if Mattel had anything to do with it or not. Although I do think it's interesting that when they announced the postponement, Mattel, the announcement came through YouTubers like Geek Dad Life, Preternia, Veebs, formerly of the Fwoosh. So in Pixel Dan's poll, it was a 2-step poll. It was number 1, are you going to back it? And then number 2, if you're not, what are the reasons for it? And there was essentially price, design, nostalgia, space, and I think those were the main 4 things. And I think we would all agree those are key factors whenever we make a purchase, especially for something big, right? You know, like this. And it is expensive and it is too big. And that is, both of those things are a problem. But I think a lot of collectors in our community have shown that if one of 2 things, or both preferably, are working for us, between design and nostalgia, if you've got at least some combination or one of the other is so great, we will figure out a way to overcome both space and cost. You know, I think we've proven that many, many times in the past. The problem is there's no nostalgia for this playset.
Can I jump in real quick?
Of course.
Because I think that one of the problems with this is a lot of people had the same thought as you, because I've talked to other people in the Motu community that voted similar to what you, that they were like, well, we're probably going to get an attack track anyway. We're probably going to get a fright zone anyway. So let's vote for the next coolest thing that we think is not one of these ones that's going to be made anyway. And what I think's going to happen is you may not get those other ones. The ones that you guys thought, well, we're probably going to get that anyway, so we'll vote for this third one. I don't know that those will get made. And so now you've got this thing that people aren't attached to. They don't have the nostalgia for because it wasn't a thing in the past. And it's like, yeah, but that's because that's the way you voted. So part of this is on the fans. You know, they could have easily voted for an attack track that has total nostalgia, and everybody that watched that cartoon knew the attack track. But they chose not to.
But yeah, it's a great point, though. I mean, like you said, everybody knows they're going to make an attack track at one point or a fright zone at one point. So yeah, you might as well just vote for the thing you think they'll least make. You know what I mean? Just so they can make it, just see what happens.
But then if you do that, if you vote for this snake thing, and then you go, well, I don't have nostalgia for it. Well, then why the hell did you vote for it?
Right,
right. Overwhelmingly, you guys voted for this.
I get it.
If you didn't have nostalgia for it, then you should have voted for the ones you did have nostalgia for. So,
yeah. Although I will,
Joe went with his heart.
Yeah,
I might have voted. I think I voted for Snake Lair, but I was close on Attack Track, and because again, it was informed a little bit by the same thought process. I don't know that they're going to make an Attack Track. Like, that's not the same thing as like a Land Shark. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that they're going to make it other than a crowdfund. I will say, no matter what, I am very much encouraged by the fact that, because here's the thing, there was negativity online. There was a lot, but it's not like when it was announced at SDCC, go back and look at the videos of like YouTubers that were like shot videos of it. They were like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is amazing. This is awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it wasn't overwhelmingly negative. I find it. What's that?
Yeah, they're YouTubers. That's kind of what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, I think that's any fan
that's Pickles Dans of the world. That's kind of, you know, what
I don't
they
know.
do.
I think
plus,
any
plus they're
Motu
standing
fan,
5 feet away from the Mattel
Right.
guys, when they're saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I think any Masters of the Universe fan that's there in person, all of a sudden they see this big fucking playset with all these figures around it. I think the reaction's probably the same. But my point is, I think I take it as a very much a positive that however much negativity there was or wasn't, they've listened to it.
Yeah, that is.
They're putting a stop on it, and they're obviously going to make some changes. They're not going to release the same thing. They're going to do something different.
Yeah.
Joseph H.
I just got kicked off the show.
Yeah.
He's
getting replaced.
You guys really like Amber more than me? What the fuck?
So, sorry, guys. Ryan didn't take his nap today.
No,
he was out playing with toys.
I agree with you, Jonathan. I think them taking a look at it, even if they don't make changes, the fact that they're at least thinking about it says something about the way they're doing business, which is good. So,
all right, so we're gonna do the giveaway soon. There's literally, guys, these are gonna be the best odds you're ever gonna get. Maybe the best odds we've ever had here. There's like 13 people in the giveaway, guys. Anybody else that wants a free buzz off, just type in #Gauntlet. There was one more thing I wanted to ask you guys about that was SDCC related. If I can hide Facebook Messenger.
I got one of those gold Superman on the way too, by the way. The statue thing.
Oh yeah, I heard. I saw you got
Centennial Park thing. Yeah,
nice, dude. Nice.
Excited about that.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw some of those went up for sale.
Yep.
So all right. So real quick. So I spent a lot of time being fairly anti-complaint when it comes to action figure stuff. Because I do think too many of us complain too much when an in-stock drop or pre-order is not tailored to our specific needs that specific day whenever the drop is. And that a lot of people act entitled, all this stuff. I had my moment this week. And it was because of this SDCC exclusive Once Was a Man Cobra Commander. Now, the fact that it was an exclusive, I was okay, whatever, no big deal, because in recent years, I don't think the exclusives have been that hard to come by. So I was like, all right, no worries. I'll be able to order it. And I still think that's the case. But here's why it annoyed me was after SDCC, a quantity of the leftover Cocos, this exclusive Coco, were going up for like an in-stock, order on Hasbro. And I think it was like 11 a.m. Monday or Tuesday. It was going up at like 11 a.m. And I happened to be at work, so I didn't get back to order it until like 11:09. And at that point, it's already sold out. Apparently it's sold out in less than 3 minutes. So whatever they had was sold out. Even at that point, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, in the last couple of years, exclusives like Dr. Mindbender and Serpentor sold out, and they had more later. No big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. Sure enough, later in the day, we get the announcement that Coco is going to go back up for pre-order, specifically pre-order the next day, right? And again, I forget what time it was, but it was going to go up the next day for pre-order. I'm like, no problem. So the next day, all kinds of shenanigans are going on. It's all of a sudden it's popping up on the website before it should, and then going out, popping up at the time you're supposed to order it. I go to order my Coco. It's there, open for pre-order. I'm putting it in my cart, and then I go to my cart. Nothing's there. Go back to the listing, pre-order him, add to cart, go to my cart. He's not there. So it's not even really getting cart jacked. It's that the website, it's like there's something, and then I was trying on my phone and trying on the computer. I sent a picture where like I would add it to cart, and then I would go to my cart and I would get a warning saying something has gone wrong over and over and over and over and over. And then by the end of the day, he was sold out again. Now I'm assuming same thing happened to Schmerber. I'm assuming he's going to come back up for pre-order later on, but there's a couple of things that are funny about this, not the least of which is, number one, I thought nobody liked Cobra La. I thought nobody liked the movie. Yeah, all you heard for years and years and years was that everybody hated this portion of the old A Real American Hero. Apparently not. Everybody wants this figure. And then the second part is,
didn't it get a lot of heat when they revealed it? Like people were saying that they didn't like it or didn't want it, or like I thought I saw a bunch of people saying that this was a terrible exclusive.
Yeah, I think that did happen. I think a lot of that was that people are not typically fans of, this this portion of the story. I think it's hysterical. I love it. I think it's a perfect exclusive. But they're obviously, if Hasbro's not going to make more of these or put more up for pre-order, which I think they will, they would absolutely be leaving money on the table here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at some of these pictures. This is fantastic. These are scenes right from the movie. Oh my
That's
God.
some good photography.
It's so cool. Look at this. Anyway, point being, so I had my moment where I was like literally, I'm like waiting for notifications on Twitter from Toy Bro or Preternia that this guy's going back up for pre-order. But here's the thing, the 5 limit. Sorry, Ryan. Should have made it easier for everyone to get them. So, and I don't know what was going on with the site. It just wasn't working. Also, they did a new update to the Pulse app, which absolutely freaking sucks. So that didn't help either. So I don't know. If there's anybody out there in the chat, I know Schmerber feels my pain. That still looking for Once Was a Man. Excuse me. Cobra Commander. That's it. That's all I got on that one.
Well, if anybody scored an extra one and can hook up Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he will come back. But all right, shall we give away this buzz off?
Let's do it.
Incredible odds, and this is your last chance to get in. Hashtag Gauntlet. I tried so many times I couldn't even count. So here we go.
14 entries.
Somebody is about to win an Origins buzz off. Last chance, hashtag Gauntlet in 3, 2, 1.5, 1.
Good luck.
Good luck. Boom,
Ew.
Kevin McCoy. Listen, it's tough to win on this show if you're not a McCoy. So,
Nice.
Damn.
He's the real McCoy.
yes,
There you go.
congratulations.
Congrats.
I think I probably have your address already, but just in case, let's connect after the show, and I'll make sure that you get your buzz off. Congratulations. Thank you so much for supporting this little live show that we try to do on most Saturdays. I appreciate everybody coming in, and whoever is watching and hanging out with us live. We love hanging out with you, even though I talk too much. Thank you so much for stopping by during the live stream. Again, everybody that stops by and checks us out on the replay or on demand. I always say this. I'm flabbergasted by how many people watch the show later on demand. We appreciate you. Also, please subscribe to the channel, Hedgehog Action. I'm still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Would like to get back on that horse. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to make some stuff that is fun to check out. And you'll get notifications so you can see these better looking guys than me, Ryan Gonzalez and Eric LeBron, and probably Curtis Ackerman.
You gonna be doing a review for that new skeleton you just got?
Yes. So here's the plan as far as reviews go. On Memorial Day weekend, my birthday weekend, I opened up my Vac Metal Silverhawks and started filming a review.
Nice.
Of them, my birthday weekend. And then work went absolutely buck wild, and the footage just got left. Just recently, I've gone back and have been editing that footage. I'm hoping to have my Vac Metal Silverhawks review out tomorrow. And then the next thing to go up after that is a skeleton look. I don't know if you're going to call it a review, a look. Bill has already done a really great review of the skeleton. There's some other videos that I really enjoyed about the skeleton. Jesse did an unboxing on Just Shelve It. Billy Beige, Will White did a cool look at the skeleton on his channel. Check that out. But I'm using a new program at Trevor's recommendation. So I think I might use that program to do a short look at the skeleton.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
oh yeah.
All right, we're about 7:49 now. I figured we'll knock off here, guys, or right about here. Curtis, this is normally the part where I would say, do you have anything else going on? But we already know.
Just a few things.
We already know that you've got the Gauntlet going on. Do we have the Gauntlet again? Here we go. Gauntlet.
Stay hydrated, my friend. Stay hydrated.
Yep.
Yes.
So here's the Gauntlet again. Again, you have later tonight, and then for the rest of the week, Curtis is on every single day on one show or the other. Tonight again. Here we go. Sorry. Purple Gang Gang tonight, 9 p.m. on the Purple Gang Gang channel. Hedgehog may or may not play a role.
Oh, I didn't even notice they had all the different shows on the Gauntlet. That's funny.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, really cool stuff. I didn't even notice like some of the Marvel theming here. Kent Poole in the back there. Very nice. Well done, guys. So yeah, check it out. Curtis is running the Gauntlet this week. Let's try to show up to every one of those shows. Hop in the chat. Give Curtis some shit if you can. Be creative. Make it funny.
Real quick, if I could shout out too, it's not a show that I'm on, but tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, New to Mythics, Schmerber has Cornboy on.
Yeah.
So yeah, big show there. And then he'll be Cornboy will also be on Legion's Ladies this week. But yeah, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. New to Mythics.
Special time for New to Mythics tomorrow on a Sunday. Packed Sunday with New to Mythics, Latin Legions, Shooting the Shelf, little STS tomorrow night. Should be very cool. Cornboy twice in 1 week. That's pretty cool, man.
He's out and about, man. He's ramping up for Legion's Con.
That's right.
So my man, Late Night, listen, I know for a fact you're working on those customs.
Yes, sir.
What you got going on this week? Just more of that?
Just it's all Legion's Con until Legion's Con. Like I said, so save your money, boys and girls. You're gonna need it.
Yep.
Save your money. Yeah,
Rhino?
it's all good.
Oh, sorry, dude.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
Rhino, you on any other shows this week? You going back to Offworld? What's going on?
Most likely be on Offworld, but my this is my last show. I'm not running a Gauntlet. I'm not Curtis. I had my chance and I fucking blew it.
It scared the shit out of me for a second. He's like, "This is my last
show."
No. I was like, "What?
God, no.
You tell me this on the air? Like, text me or something." But
just built-in drama.
All right, but yeah, don't forget, everybody. I hope to see most of you in the chat for Purple Gang Gang tonight. I don't think there'll be an SDL at the regular time next week. Maybe we can talk about something else. Me and the family are going on vacation down the shore, and we drive down on Saturday. Yeah. So we'll try to do something. I'll try to do something from the beach, but I'll talk to my boys about that and see what works for them. But until then, Curtis, thanks for hopping on, man. Honored to have SDL as the platform where you kick off the Gauntlet, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Love you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Don't forget, RetroCon in a month. Make your plans now if you can make it there, unless you're in Arizona. Then we'll see what Mr. Belay has to say. And until we talk, whenever that is, don't forget the number one rule, which is, Ryan,
be cool.
Later.